Well, how y'all are this afternoon? This is your buddy George Jones over here at the Bergen Gun Range with my next installment on, hey, I got this old used gun. The old used gun we got today is a gun that belongs to a good friend of mine and who has decided that the correct sling for this gun is a piece of parachute cord. Well, okay. This is the Kel Tech CMR 30 rifle. Now there's a PMR 30 pistol. It shares the same grip frame as the rifle. I think the pistol came out first and then the rifle. It's a fairly innovative gun, fairly neat, and for Kel Tech it's somewhat successful. Kel Tech has had a lot of failures in their line over the years, but they've had a lot of successes as well. You know, they're basically a high-tech novelty gun company. This is a pretty cool gun. I haven't shot it yet. I don't know how it shoots. I don't even know if it works, just to tell you the truth. But let's look at it a little bit. First of all, it's a 22 Magnum semi-automatic rifle. It uses a 30-round magazine, which is here in the butt, like that. Safety is located here. It's ambidextrous. The stock is pretty neat. The latch for the stock is up here on the front of the trigger guard. Pull that guy down, comes out, and it's 4 position. So you've got positions in here for, you got a short kid position, you know, you got a little bit longer position, a little bit longer position than that, and then full length. Charging handle is located up here, and it's ambidextrous. It's on both sides. Makes it kind of an odd looking thing the way it is, but they are removable. So you can take one off of one side or the other, and you know, if that's what you want to do, and if you don't want to do that, that's fine too. Full length Picatinny on the receiver on the top. What is it? 1/3 of the length of the receiver is Picatinny on the bottom. It's vented for heat and so forth. Now this one has got mag pulls installed on it, which makes it a little bit easier. Overall, it's a pretty cute gun. It weighs about 4.5 pounds. And we're going to give it a try here. I've got 3 different kinds of ammunition to try in it. Now typically guns like this will shoot full metal jacket ammunition. Now this is full metal jacket hollow point CCI. We're going to try that. First thing we're going to try is Winchester Super X. Give me a Winchester Super X. Semi-jacketed hollow point. I'm going to put about 5 of them in there. We can get them out here. Get us some out here if we can. Or more. I guess more. This is Winchester Super X. How's that work? How's that load in there? It looks like it goes in there like this. Okay. Let's try about 5 of them, no kidding. We ain't got all day. Get that magazine fully seated to the rear. Let's see. Well, get it fully seated to the rear. Get it seated to the rear. Well, it ain't gonna go. So we put that next one in there, I guess. Alright. There's about 5. Let's get some ear mufflers on here. I got a target up down there at 15 yards, which is well within the capability of this gun by its design. Let's give it a little shooting and see if it works. Stick up in there. Okay. Run one up in it. I think I saw one go in it. Alright, let's give it a try, see how it shoots. Let's get some sights up. Put some sights up there. And let's see, we'll try that target right there. Take it all safe. That's a good, let's take it all safe. And it appears to have fired and cycled. Let's see if we can hit it again. Oh, I hit it right below the bullseye. Okay, let's see if we got one in there that time. Yeah, okay. That ammo might not be hot enough for it, but looking down there at the target, I got a 8-inch dirty bird up down there. Well, it works with that. It works, okay. Let's try something else. Let's try some, I like this stuff, Aguila, Mexican Winchester ammo. That seems to run pretty good and things. Let's try about 5 of them, see how they work. Or 6. The problem with 22 Magnum is, you know, 22 Magnum has been around since the 1930s. And every major gun company in the history of gun manufacturing has taken a stab at coming up with a 22 Magnum semi-automatic gun. I remember the greatest thing on earth when I was a teenager at one time was Harrington Richardson 22 semi-automatic rifle in 22 Magnum. And, you know, Thompson Center manufactured one. And there was a lot of companies out there that manufactured them, but they've never had one that was successful. Let's see if we can try this. Try it on steel down there at 25 yards. Yeah. Yeah, baby, that works. And it shoots good too. It's I'm kind of impressed with it. Kel Tech over the years has had some great successes and a fair amount of failures, to tell you the truth. And that's the nature of innovation. You know, you're trying to do something different. You're trying to think out of the box, and occasionally you're going to fail. Some gun dealers refer to it as Kel Tech as a boomerang. Goes out the door on Friday, comes back in on Monday with a bushel basket full of complaints. But occasionally they get it right. Let's try some small steel swingers. I think I'm going to shoot that block. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, we got one more ammo to try. Let's see. This is CCI jacketed hollow point, 1,875 feet per second, 40 grains. Varmint, small game. I don't know if I go after coyotes with this gun or not. At least not set up like it is. I like something a little bit of scope on it. got a magazine. It's got a slide release over here on the side, you know, but it doesn't have it over here. It's not ambidextrous, so I just, you know. Thank God this thing doesn't reciprocate. Yeah, buddy. Well, let's see. No, let's do that again. Let's shoot 10. Let's shoot 5 more. This thing hiccuped on the previous 2 ammos tried one time, so let's fire 5 more out of it and make sure it doesn't hiccup on this. Most Kel Tech rifles have to have pretty good quality ammunition for them to work right. All right. That seems to be quite successful. So it likes CCI. They shoot about everything, seems like, but it likes CCI especially. And that's pretty typical on Kel Tech. They are pretty typical for most semi-automatic guns. They'll have an ammunition that they like and something they don't like. You know. This is really a well-appointed, neat little gun. It has a thread protector out here on the end, so you can put a suppressor on it and make it even longer. First time I ever saw one of these guns, first thing that come to my mind was Form 1. You imagine put a tack stamp on this guy and take it off right here and put you a little birdcage flash suppressor on there, you know, and put your little pistol grip out here on the end of it. I suspect that the guy who come up with the design and invented this gun was probably smoking dope, watching the Martian Chronicles, and designing guns at the same time. Because it is a radical departure from what you would normally think, both design-wise and ergonomically speaking. It's a pretty good gun. This is the first time I've ever shot one of these guys, and I'm kind of impressed with it, just to tell you the truth. They make a great gun to put you some kind of optic on it that's co-referencing to your sight assemblies. Just a neat old gun. I don't know if I'm going to buy one for myself or not, but you know, this one is a pretty neat gun and is more impressive than I thought it was going to be. Kind of puts you in mind of an MP7 subgun, you know, in a way. Overall, pretty cool gun. PMR 30 rifle. The used value of this gun is somewhere in the neighborhood of $300. I called around to various gun dealers and said, what can you get for one if you're selling it to a dealer? What would you charge for it if you had one that was used? And it's somewhere around $350, and this gun new retails somewhere around $429, $450 in that range. Is it worth having? Yeah, I think this one is. I think this one's definitely worth having. If I had it, it would cost me another tax stamp. That's all there is to it, because I'd have to cut it off and make me a short barrel rifle out of it, you know, because it's just so perfect for it. Like it? Absolutely. Pretty good gun. I'm kind of impressed with it. Well, having said all of that, let's move on to something else. Like, share, commentate, and subscribe. Have a great 2A day. Join the NRA, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye now.